Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and to Kathy Rain. I had a bit of time, it's a little late, but I had a bit of time while my boyfriend is out fishing and I'm not super tired just yet. It's getting close to midnight, so might not be too long of an episode, but I just finished playing Untitled Goose Game and it was so ridiculous and so silly. It kind of woke me up, so now I'm in the mood to play more games. I said it, I'm not sure what order these will come out in, but I said at the end of Untitled Goose Game, my boyfriend is actually going to be training at home all next week. He was supposed to be traveling for work, so I'm trying to get out I'm trying to record a bunch so I can get out normal episodes next week, because my schedule's just been crazy lately, and it's apparently going to be crazy again since he's doing training, so we'll see how it happens. Anyway, our roommate came back, and we found that horrible, terrifying, creepy message while we were doing things. Left a prank, not a prank phone call, but like a fake recorded phone call for I forget her name, who needs to call us back. I think we were supposed to do something with the computer and the scanned image that we printed off. This restored picture. Let's combine this with the scanner.
No use in scanning that.
Okay, maybe it's still on the computer then. Let's use the computer. I think that was the last thing that she said to do. Let's just keep logging in under admin, because why not? Bright picture, yeah. Image analyzer? Oh. Pop it into the analyzer. Oh,
I already have.
Pattern analysis failed. Oh, I see. So you want me to... Brightness anomalies form a tilted equilateral triangle.
That shape has to be significant somehow.
I mean, I don't know. Is there... what's this? No pattern found. Is there another pattern I should be looking for? Like... here? I don't know.
Unusual flower over there, though. Never seen anything like it. Maybe worth printing?
Oh, okay. I can do that. Oops, I tried to move. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Awesome. Okay. Then... I wish you could just back away from the computer instead of turning it off.
It's some advanced...
Wait, did you pick it up? Sometimes you don't do things that I expect you to. No, you didn't. Oh, because it's in the printer. Derp. Pick up printout. Look
It's
at...
a bright red flower of some kind.
I feel like... Why do I have, like, I feel like we talked about, or heard about, or something about this flower. Let's talk to Eileen.
Got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, E, check this out.
Yeah, look at this. You're smart.
They're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Popped my neck really good. I don't know if you could hear that. It was super loud in my head anyway. Isn't it your Christian duty to consider people like her to be heathens? Isn't that the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with a tree outside her dorm? I have no problem with Wiccans, but isn't it your Christian duty to consider people like her heathens?
Isn't it your Christian duty to consider people like her to be heathens?
Water.
Oh, I doubt she could ever be more of a heathen than you are.
Huh. I guess you've got a point.
That's fair. Oops, sorry, I got really close to the camera there. Hey, do you know what this flower is?
What do you think about this flower?
It's beautiful. What kind of flower is it?
No idea. That's what I'm trying to find out.
I got a botany book around here somewhere. I could look it up later.
Sure, that would be great, thanks.
Yes, please.
Anytime.
Do you know anything about
I
this
don't need
key?
to show her that.
Okay, just checking, because sometimes...
Dave really came through for me. The software on this thing is amazing.
Yeah, he's a real whiz.
I found this old picture of Grandpa
Do
at
you know
my
anything about
grandparents'
this?
place.
That's nice. He looks really happy there.
Yep. I wonder what made him leave the Air Force.
He was in a war, you know? That kind of thing tends to scar people for life.
I suppose.
I really need to cut my hair. It's getting all raggedy on the ends. Oh hey, do you want this?
Have a look at this brochure, eh?
Yeah, what about it?
Notice anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, the logo looks a bit unusual with the 3 orb thingies.
Wait, what?
Normally, the Holy Trinity is symbolized by 3 overlapping circles or a triangle-shaped knot. This is different from that.
Huh. Interesting.
Sorry, you said 3 overlapping orb things? I didn't even think about that. Hey,
Look what I got last week, E.
Wow, is that thing even, you know, legal?
I have no idea.
Sometimes I really worry about you, Kathy.
wonderful.
Well, your days of worrying are over. We're protected by 100,000 volts now. Oh, brother.
I really feel like lighting incense. Sorry. I have some weird desire, like, I just really want to smell something nice all of a sudden. Do you guys ever get that? I just suddenly really want to smell some lavender incense. I should have lit it before I started and then I totally forgot. And then I have my incense just right here. I love incense. I get headaches really easily, but there's something about incense that does not... Well, I guess it's the stuff
I should
that
get
I
back
have
to the
anyway.
investigation.
I would
Okie dokie.
like to combine this and this.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar
That
to the
was
smoky lights.
Really
I
lucky.
might have to visit them after all.
Didn't notice that. Church of the Holy Trinity.
Things are shaping up. I'm starting to get some good leads on the picture of the 3 lights.
Oh, smells good.
Cool. Is there anything I can help with?
Want to come
Well,
to church
my
with
side
me?
of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Kathy.
I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights.
Just a
Maybe
flower
figure out
actually
where
would
that
be good.
picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll grab my books and get cracking.
As always,
All right,
Kathy.
See you in a bit.
I'm very jealous of your hair. Are we gonna go get dinner with you? Oh no, just cutscene? Or cut, what's it
Hey.
called? Smash cut?
Hey,
Oh, I guess it was breakfast, or lunch,
So,
because you went to
any progress
class.
with
Huh.
the search?
yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
Thanks. I
That's
do.
something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what?
Oh,
Oh, hang on. I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
use phone. I hope it's, I forget her name.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for
Yeah.
Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Rub it in. Accept. No, let's accept it.
Apology accepted.
We would still
You can
want her
start
help.
by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Do you know anything about the incident in 81?
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
Really?
It
Huh.
did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together.
Just
In a
checking where
way,
my boyfriend
Joseph
was.
became the uncle I never had.
Oh,
He was
that's
around
nice.
a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask. Why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time.
Still, it was pretty
I don't
violent
remember
reaction.
exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing.
Oops.
But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
Do you know the name
Do
Cocky?
you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but no one I can recall by that name.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My
Just go down
father's a
through the
great
list, I
man.
guess.
He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
Like,
See him like
what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
Interesting.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes. It's like he's
I bet we're gonna go there.
just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
What did he do with Lily Myers'
What
art?
do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind.
Because didn't Charles buy it?
Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years.
Bet we're gonna find
I
those too.
never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
Alright, I guess that's it. Can't get into my bag? No.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more.
Oh, your cooperation is so appreciated.
All right.
Thank
Wade is
you.
in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
Yep.
That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated
Oh, should
at
we
the
call
clinic
him?
in Conwell Springs.
Oops.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
I love that they do normal roommate things. It's so cute. Achievement unlocked. Wow, they're hypnotic. That night, Kathy dreams. Oh, I forget that my... What the...
Turning your pawn into a queen. Is that the plan, buddy
What
boy?
kind of a...
You know me. I'm always playing the long game, old friend. That may be, but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen, then your knight. All that matters is the king. Illusional as always. The king is dead. Long live the king. Check.
What a weird dream. Where is Kathy in this dream? Do people dream of, like, when you dream, are you in your dreams? I feel
Good
like
morning,
I'm in my
sunshine.
dreams,
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
but now I'm not
3
sure.
times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away.
You sound like
While
you
I'm
need
at
coffee.
I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Oh yeah, the nature
Okey-dokey.
reserve. I
What
forgot.
can I do to help?
Come with
Why
me.
don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
You wanna come with me?
I'll get right on it.
Great.
All right.
Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page
Oh.
I gave you about the red scythe. That's
Thanks.
a pretty interesting
I
flower.
will read that.
Right. Yeah.
Right now. What am I missing from my inventory? Oh. I thought I turned friends off on Steam. Oh, it's I gave you the picture. That's what's missing, I think. Okay. Read, combine. Yeah, let's read.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper.
Like
the
a red
pollen
pepper?
of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts.
Interesting.
Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
You don't say. Alright, well, use phone. Is there a phone book here? You don't have a phone book. Am I assuming I just know?
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check.
Excellent.
You forgot about your resting scally face.
I totally do not have a... Well,
Told you.
Achievement unlocked, resting scowly face. Cute. Okay, what else can I do in here?
hey E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Like that you don't even brush your hair. No, I guess that's it. Sorry,
I
never
should
mind.
get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for your help. I think that was everything I think.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
What's that
Okie
on the floor?
dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Is that something on the floor? I don't know. I've already walked out. Doesn't matter. Yes. Ooh, lots of things. Let's go to the clinic first. Maybe the church. Let me check. I just want to make sure my boyfriend isn't just on his way home. Okay. Should be good. It looks like he's still out fishing. Okay, let's go to the church first. And then we can hop over to the clinic after that. Yo, dude.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Do you know anything
guess we'll just
about
ask
what
you other
happened to my
questions.
grandfather in 81?
I should show you the
It was
picture.
the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate.
Ouch.
You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much
It was
good.
3
to
days
his
ago, I don't
community.
remember.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father.
You look sad.
Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Good. Oh. Is he on the way back? I just got a buzz on my phone. Can't tell. Didn't say. Well, he didn't say anything.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for
Oh,
some time
really?
before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot. And when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Interesting.
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but
Can I
he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Oh, I need
Actually,
to show you the
he's
picture.
in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
Never
An
is.
unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her
Can't tell if
art.
it's background music
I
or
think
like
there's more to it.
something
I
more
wouldn't read too much
sinister.
into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
What a weird thing to say. Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm making sure my boyfriend isn't.
Care to tell me the history of the
Messaging.
church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind.
What kind of dark
He was
thoughts,
angry.
father?
Thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for.
Yeah?
He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he
Sudden
built
yawn.
this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window
a
depicts
pretty
the Holy
window.
Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well,
I have a
it was
picture,
in the spring
actually.
of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Good. Good. Yep. I would
Looks
never.
kind of
Yep.
empty to me.
Shh, Kathy. Shh.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Do you know?
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
How about?
Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
I'm just gonna ask everybody if someone's gonna know it.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
All right.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy.
Really?
I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
What else do you want to know about the church? I've asked him everything. All right. Well,
That's all I need for now, Father.
that's all.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Oh, I can walk around. Excellent rifles, yes. Oh, there's such a loud water pump that must, like, start somewhere right outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the recording. It's so loud. It just goes all through the night, on and off. So water tanks
I
on the
really
ceiling.
shouldn't. They might burn. Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
Okay, what else can I interact with besides the
It's
father?
an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Okay. Oh. Goodbye, father. Is this the bathroom?
Locked.
Well, I guess not.
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
What is a sacristy? Is that where they sacrifice people? I honestly do not know.
Nope, not the right key.
Okay, I didn't expect it to be. Anything else around here? Okay, let's go to check this door. Don't mind me, Father.
Locked.
Does the key work on this one?
Nope.
I doubt it, because it's such a small key. It looks like it goes to some lockbox or something. Okay, looks like that's all there is to do here. Let's leave. Any word from the boyfriend? No. I guess... Let's talk to Joseph. Oh, my. Oh, the garbage disappears. That's amazing. Oh, it's you! You're the bum from the prison, right? Yeah, I right-clicked on it to do the what was the game I just played called? Unavowed, when you like interact or look at something.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I'm just checking. I don't know, he was going through it. Hi! Wanna smoke?
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch.
You need to
By
say...
the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me
Goober!
Goober.
Yeah,
Alright,
I like
I'm
you.
Pleasure to meet you.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Have you?
Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises,
Those are good.
Natural Bald Killers.
Those are good.
Not ringing any bells.
Those are good
Kids
names.
these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
Consultant.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Would you like a cigarette?
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
A what?
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah, what about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay. Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, brother.
I like you. You are funny.
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Thanks.
Enlightening.
I like you. You are
Do you know
funny,
what
man.
this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years.
I don't...
I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Maylin and Little Ping.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
I don't know if I believe you or not.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Dude.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I knew you were going to say that.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented
You
on
and the
him.
war, huh?
And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
Phone keeps buzzing, sorry.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really?
Really?
Shit.
What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She can sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam.
I don't know if I believe you.
Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Ah, why do I even bother?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if you were being serious.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
Yeah, but I don't know what to
How did
believe.
he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
Really?
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
All right, I might do that.
Interesting. Alright.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Silence of Lambert.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about.
Gotta
but
ask.
I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during a surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon.
Ooh, McBacon's a good name.
The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is.
This sounds terrible.
The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school.
Does he die?
One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Oh.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Alright.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type.
Wait, I asked
understand.
everything. Do you want me to ask more?
Okay, I'm off.
Alright,
Bye.
that was fascinating. You are hilarious. Alright, I think I'm going... Oh no, do not walk in there yet. I'm not ready to walk in there. Oh no, wait. It's Kathy, stand here. Okay, I have been recording over 30 minutes. It is midnight now, so I am going to end this episode here. Interesting. We learned a lot of interesting things about our new friend. We made quite a bit of progress. We have things to do. I'm not stuck for once in one of these games, which is nice. So we'll continue talking to Charles Wade next time, and then we'll go in search of that flower. And hopefully we'll get, like, some more information about Lily's art. Maybe he's stored it somewhere, and we can go to his house or storage facility or something, so that'd be cool. Alright, please let me know if you guys have any questions or comments down below. I think in October, every now and then, I want to try and do... I hate horror games. I love watching them. I'm terrible at playing them. But I want to try and play maybe some kind of spookier games. Just so you know what's coming up. Just every now and then I'll throw one in there. Whenever I'm in the mood to spook myself, which is weird now. Like, right now I kind of want to play one even though it's midnight and I'm alone. Seems like a terrible idea. But my boyfriend made a app which it reacts to your heart rate. So if I wear my heart rate monitor, then if my heart rate jumps above like my base heart rate, all of the smart lights we have start flashing red. And they get like really dark. It's really cool. So that might be fun to do. I might have an actual heart attack if I play a horror game and that happens, but it might be fun. I'll see if I can get it working, because I think that might be interesting to do. Let me know if you have any suggestions for games. Something hopefully jump scary. I like atmospheric horror, kind of like Layers of Fear was a good one, because I don't think there's anything too... There's a couple of jump scares in that maybe, but it was mostly like atmospheric and psychological horror, which I think is much more interesting than something like Five Nights at Freddy's, which is just jump scares. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions of games, the usual. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye!